Good morning and welcome to Surf All Day A1A, my YouTube channel where I bring you along on my surfing experience. If you're new to surfing, I try to help you find the way, the minimalist, easiest way to get into the sport, the least amount of baggage, so to speak. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Welcome. If you're a subscriber to the channel, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. This has been an experiment here, a 30-day experiment to stream every day and see how I like it, see if people get something out of it. And I received a great deal of positive feedback, which has been a lot of fun for me. And people involved seem to be liking it, so I'm really excited to continue streaming. I do need a better phone, though. I clearly need a better phone, and I'm going to be getting one very soon. So that'll be a good upgrade. All right, so what are the waves doing today? Well, the wind is dead calm, and if there's any wave at all and the wind is dead calm, you know what to do, I hope. If not, I'll tell you, go surfing if you can. If you don't have a greater responsibility at hand, like work or family, well then, get on it. And maybe you have a vacation day at work you could use. On a day like today, you ask? Use a vacation day on a day like today? Well, this gets to the second subject of my video, which is wave worship and solo surfing and how those things relate. But I just want to give you my view of what the conditions are. I would say today the waves are 1 to 2 foot with a very occasional 3 foot at the right sandbar. Got just a little bit of groundswell in it, so it's standing up at the right places. Said the wind is dead calm. The water has ticked down a bit, though. It has definitely gotten a little colder in the water. We started to feel the first shot, probably due to the first couple of days of real cold weather we've had here this year. It'd be a good time to go check the links in the description. I put some affordable O'Neill wetsuits that I use in there. People ask me what kind of wetsuits the right one to get if I don't want to spend $400 on a wetsuit, and there's a lot of options right around $100. And same thing with surfboards. There's a lot of options for something you could just throw in the trunk of your car or under your arm to get down there easily. So go check the description for that. If you end up using those links, then anything that you get there helps the channel, doesn't cost you anything more. Yeah, there's a nice one. Just kind of feathering though. Reforming on the inside. Wait until you see some of these videos that are going to come out in the new Surf All Day series, How to Surf Florida Waves. It's for people of all skill levels, not just for the so-called beginners or noobs. Everybody's a beginner sometime. But that How to Surf Florida Waves, the first episode's already out. I made a 4 steps to surfing Florida waves video. That's a formula I've always used. Got a lot of positive feedback on it, so I decided to make a series out of it. I'm partnering with a soft top company to get a couple soft tops to hopefully be able to give one away, that kind of thing. So, pretty cool. And maybe partnering's a stretch. They're going to send me a free soft top. That's really all it is. All right. And that's for the purpose of review. Okay, so wave worship and solo surfing. So what is worship? I think we should understand what we mean by that word. Now, for the sake of this video, here's how I'm going to define worship. It is anything you pay attention to. Anything you look at and think about. I'm going to say that's worship. So that includes the, the news channel, the social app, and anything. This YouTube channel, for people you really love, whatever. That's how I define it. I would say anything you're paying attention to, thinking about, you're integrating that in some way into your life, like it or not. So I use that word for that. Okay, well, I think there's a form of wave worship in that sense, where you're out in the ocean and you're essentially really in the moment and you're just observing the conditions and what's happening around you. And that's really the most fundamental state of be here now, which is, I think, the key to life. So wave worship, and I think solo surfing is a very good way to wave worship. And by that I mean just get out there on your own. You know, if it's dangerous conditions, sure, bring a friend. But if not, then I think you can go solo no problem. I surf alone almost all the time. Occasionally now I'm lucky enough to have a surf with my son, but for the most part, or my daughter, but for the most part I go alone, and I find it to be deeply relaxing. Hey. All right. Sorry, I try not to get anybody in the video who doesn't want to be in the video. Okay, so the idea of solo surfing is a very good one, and most of the days you're not going to have crowds, and it's really just a matter of your perspective on the conditions, and the way, you know, what I mean is the way you choose to look at these waves is up to you. And one way to look at them is, oh, they're small, it's section-y, it's getting cold, closed out there. You know, another way to look at it is, look at that little pocket. Oh, look at that. Look right there on the shoulder. Look at it. Oh, oh, oh. Right, that's the other way to look at it. That's how I look at it. It's going off. Every day I can possibly convince myself that it is. It is. It's a lot more fun for me to live that way. Sometimes it's fun to, you know, complain about it too. I'm not saying don't do anything, believe anything. I'm just saying, you know, for me it's a lot more fun. Hi. For me it's a lot more fun to focus on the enjoyable parts of it. Now with the right tools you can really do that. So you got to have the right equipment, you got to have a few simple things. One of my missions this year is to help people know how to really in a minimalist way get into the sport. It doesn't have to be expensive. Surfing at its essence should be really your bathing suit, your board, and you. And then you might have to add some other things if it's cold or whatever, but you know, those things don't have to be very expensive. Especially now with what's available online. I mean, you just have so many options. Back when I was younger, you'd have to go into a surf shop, incredibly limited selection, trying on a wetsuit that 10 other people already put on it. It's like now, basically have the whole range of options. Oh, did I not have the chat on? No, it's on. Okay, good. Ooh, that's a nice one. All right, well, thank you. I hope you have a great day. If you enjoy these little nuggets of ideas, let me know. Also, let me know your perspective on any of the things that we talked about in this video. I really appreciate it. Always makes it more fun. Hope you have a great day. Get some waves. Thanks for watching. Surf all day. A1A.